Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, she is out to make a quick buck off of her sloganeering nonsense. So one of the great things about capitalism is that socialists love making money off of capitalism. Everybody loves making money off of capitalism. So Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez started pitching her new line of gear. Now, she's a congressperson. Okay, like we here at Daily Wire, we sell gear too. For example, we have a new sweatshirt. We have a new sweatshirt that we are going to discuss in just 1 second at Daily Wire, but that's because that's what we do for a living. And Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez has her own woke store. So a couple of examples from the woke store for Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. So she has a sweatshirt. The sweatshirt says, tax the rich upon it. Okay, and this sweatshirt, tax the rich, with the little AOC slogan over there. I mean, this is a great buy for you. Okay, it's available at the Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez store. The lady who hates capitalism and says it's exploitative and evil. It is made in the United States. It is union printed. It is 100% cotton. It is a gender-neutral fit. It says tax the rich. It is $58. $58. I mean, what a deal. So you can demonstrate how much you hate capitalism by spending $58 on a sweatshirt. Tax the rich. The only person who can afford this is somebody who's rich. Can you just imagine a bunch of poor people who just spent like half their daily salary minimum on a tax the rich sweatshirt to pitch AOC's brand of bullcrap? It's amazing. Like, good for her. Seriously, anybody can make it in America. It's pretty fantastic. Okay, and I did offer an alternative to the tax the rich sweatshirt, by the way. We decided not to go with it. We went with a different sweatshirt here at Daily Wire. The one that I suggested in response to tax the rich was leave me the alone. But we decided not to go with that one here at Daily Wire. Instead, we went with our response, which is cheaper than AOC's garbage sweatshirt. It says insert woke slogan. Because, I mean, we'll charge you less for that. And that way it serves all your purposes, right? You can do all the same things that Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez wants you to do, right? You can signal your support for a basket of crappy policies. It is also 100% cotton. It is also made in the United States. It is also a gender-neutral fit. And it is cheaper than AOC's socialism sweatshirt because it turns out that capitalism is always better than socialism. Free markets drive down the price and increase the quality. Tax the rich is not as good. It's not as useful as a slogan that says insert woke slogan. Because ours, it's appropriate for any occasion. You have this insert woke slogan sweatshirt. And then if it's Black Lives Matter today, it doesn't matter. You don't have to change your sweatshirt. Right? It just counts. If it says tax the rich today, it doesn't matter. You can still wear the insert woke slogan sweatshirt and you are good to go. Okay, but I just love the fact that Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, critic of the evils of capitalism, is selling on her website a $58 sweatshirt that says tax the rich. Spectacular, spectacular stuff. Okay, but that's not the only stuff that AOC is selling on her website. She is also selling a t-shirt. It is a t-shirt of herself. It is an imitation of a painting called called Wanderer Above a Sea of Fog. This was a very influential romantic era painting in which it showed originally a man standing on a rock looking over a sea of fog. And the basic idea was that Enlightenment ideals could allow man to scale the heights and then survey the vistas. So Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, being her own biggest fan, has now commissioned a painting of Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez standing on that same rock, looking out over a beautiful vista like the cover of the Pocahontas VHS. And above it, it says, the Green New Deal. That one will only cost you $27. So you can love AOC nearly as much as AOC loves AOC for just $27. Okay, also, she has put out a great t-shirt and says student debt, but it's crossed out. That's all the t-shirt is. Okay, first of all, you could get this for like $7 on Amazon. Let's just be real about that. Okay, this is like the cheapest t-shirt in history to produce. It's one color, it doesn't have multicolors on it. In any case, it says student debt, but it's crossed out with a black line. So instead of paying back your student debt, instead of taking that $27 and paying down your debt and being a responsible person since you voluntarily took out the debt in the first place, instead you could give AOC's campaign $27 to promote her bullcrap and never pay back your student loan debt. Sounds awesome. Okay, but that's not even the most expensive item in the AOC market. Okay, the most expensive item is this extraordinary sweatshirt from Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. Just a wonderful sweatshirt. Social, economic, and racial justice. Okay, those are just words. Thank you for that. Social, economic, and racial justice. AOC. Okay, now all it will cost you to demonstrate how virtuous you are by wearing a sweatshirt that says social, economic, and racial justice, all it will take you is $65. Nothing says economic justice and social justice like spending $65 on a sweatshirt. Nothing. That is stellar, stellar stuff. The entitlement mentality of the very critics of capitalism who then use capitalism in order to make bucks is it's pretty spectacular stuff. And the self-pitying nature of all of this is also pretty spectacular. Like, AOC sees herself as this messianic figure inside the Democratic Party. She's going to push for hope and change in Barack Obama true fashion. But she also really pities herself a lot. So last night, she tweeted out, "The thing conservative senators don't seem to understand is I've actually had a physically difficult working class job without good health care most of my adult life. I bring that work ethic to Congress and my community. They sit around on leather chairs all day." Yeah, she had it tough, guys, because she was a waitress. Okay, so my dad worked in a restaurant for 20 years. And most of the people he was friends with were waiters and waitresses. And that is, in fact, a difficult job. And guess what? A huge number of Republicans did not start off as senators. Actually, you know who has been sitting in a leather chair all day since 1973? Joe Biden. Joe Biden was elected to Senate in 1973. So she might want to direct her ire elsewhere. Also, quick note on AOC. You got to love the political incoherence of Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez calling for Medicare for all. She says she didn't have health care, right? That she's had a physically difficult working class job without good health care most of her adult life. Okay, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez she's 31 years old. She's 31, right? That means that in 2010, I think her birthday, I looked this up yesterday for purposes of this tweet. I believe that her birthday is sometime in October, I think. So she is 31 years old. That means that she was 20 when Obamacare passed. I thought Obamacare was going to solve all of our problems, guys. I thought Obamacare was like the greatest thing to ever happen to healthcare. She has been her entire adult life living under the auspices of Obamacare. So what is she talking about? She doesn't have healthcare. I thought Obamacare solved all the problems. Now, subtle slap at Barack Obama there. AOC. Okay, in any case, is this coalition capable of being held together? I don't think so. I think they've got some real problems inside that coalition. Facts don't care about your feelings, and it's a fact that The Ben Shapiro Show is the largest conservative podcast in the nation. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all of our content.